Hey, welcome back everyone! I'm excited to show you this Back to the Future themed cake I recently made. I spent so much time on the details and really wanted to replicate this scene from the movie as closely as possible, and I hope you like it. We start by printing out a picture from the internet of Hill Valley to use as a rough template and scale it to size. Roll out gray fondant for the base of the park and round off the corners for the sidewalk. Place this onto the cake board and straighten out the sides. Repeat with a similar layer of green and add lines for the sidewalk. Remove a section of the park like this for the walkway. And next cut strips of green fondant. Using a star piping tip, add texture by digging into the fondant and then gently twisting the tip like this. For tree trunks, get some brown and black fondant and twist them together for a marble effect. Roll out and then cut out the branches. You can also add more branches for a fuller looking tree. The leaves are made with green fondant and add texture similar to the bushes we made earlier. Glue these onto the tree. The sidewalk has a strip of red on the border. Gently wrap it around and flatten into place. Here I'm making a park bench. Lean it against an object to dry and then attach the legs. For the US flag, start with a thin layer of white fondant and place red stripes. Press a blue rectangle on top and cut out the flag. Paint on the stars. Add the flagpole, and since it's supposed to be fabric, I shaped it so it's drooping down. Poke holes into white fondant with piping tips for the trash bin. Trim and form like this. Add a container for the bin. Paint it silver with luster dust. I printed out street signs onto rice paper and placed them onto fondant. Assemble the sign. And in the center of the park, there's a memorial plaque. Mold that with some brown fondant. Here I'm making the tiniest fondant cannons. You can make all these decorations prior to making the cake since fondant just dries hard. So take your time and enjoy the process. I decided to use Rice Krispie for the side shops. Cover blocks with gray fondant and then smooth out. A layer of brown for bricks. Add lines like this. Peel away the windows and door. And a printed rice paper sign. Repeat the process for the other shops. I referred back to stills of the movie for this. Add the bay window, and then gray for this section of the building. Also add the gray awning and hold it into place to dry. Place the memorial statue, add silver sprinkles for gravel. The cannon sits beside the memorial. Park bench and trash bin, Hill Valley sign, tree, and then place a flag. Finally, onto the cake, a bottom layer of red buttercream on vanilla cake. Next is a layer of orange and then yellow. Repeat with orange and yellow on top. I did this to replicate the Back to the Future logo that has a similar color scheme. Then cover with a layer of melted ganache. The clock tower building is supposed to be brick, so add lines like this. Press onto the cake with a smoothing tool. Add gray strips onto the building. Cut out windows and fill with rice paper. A border of black for the window trim. More details for the building. I'm also adding a battery-operated LED light. Print out a blank clock on rice paper. Add the hands to show 10:04 since that's when lightning hits the clock tower and makes its way down to the Delorean. Add pillars to the building. Add the gargoyles besides the clock. Place the shops onto the board. I have a separate video on how to make the Delorean, and I'll leave a link in the description for you to check out. Add the sign for the stationer and barber shop. I added black for the electrical wires. Since Back to the Future is such an iconic movie, I tried my best to do it justice, and I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Here's a bird's eye view. And lastly, let's cut into the cake. Please let me know if you have any questions or comments. Please like and subscribe for more cake tutorials. Thanks for watching, and until next time, bye!